Hello, everybody. We're like 6 minutes late, according to the computer. Uh, Clock in there's a little bit slower. It said it was only 2 minutes. I'm not alone. Well, I am in here, but not what we're going to be doing. Hey, Eric. We're getting ready to do some seed planting for this coming season. So we're actually going to try, and I say try, to move the computer into where we're doing the seed starting, and that may end terribly because this is a laptop, but the battery in it has went. So we're going to try that, and we'll see how that works. Um, just right now, I'm just sitting and chatting real quick, seeing who I was on. I was hoping that the Free Pepper guys would be on, but I didn't see them in the YouTube. I didn't see anybody live actually. But it is what it is. So yeah, how are you doing, Eric? I hope you're doing good. Well, that's good, Eric. Hey, Happy Pepper. We're getting ready to start doing some seeds. We're just gonna try to move this laptop into where we're doing the seeds here in a minute. So that'll be quite interesting. But doing seeds in here wouldn't be fun at all. Carpet and soil do not mix. So we'll try to do them in there where the floor will not eat the soil. As far as I know, that new camera doesn't have a zoom. Yep, as far as I know, no zoom capabilities at all. So you have to get close. And what I didn't know, because the screen's so small that I couldn't actually see what was going on, was that it doesn't seem to autofocus. It seems to have a set distance in which it focuses, and so I was getting too close to the seed packs on that video, and they were not. It wasn't autofocusing, and so they were coming out blurry. But I didn't know that until I actually looked at the video after we did the video. But hey, that's just the troubleshooting of learning a new device. It's a Dragon Touch. The model I'm not sure, but yeah, it's a Dragon Touch. Yep, it's a Dragon Touch Vision 4. That's what it's sold as. Yeah, Amazon have been getting on my nerves. Tomorrow I'm starting a. Oh, hey, Rob Schaller. Tomorrow I'm starting a new class, and it's in a big bag, and it says Reaper Rob on one side. Yeah, I'm starting a new class tomorrow. MIG welding, and you have to have a textbook. I ordered I rented the textbook through Amazon because it was a whole lot cheaper than buying the textbook. But last time I checked, Amazon was trying to charge me twice for the book. And so I actually called Amazon up, and I got somebody, they said their name was Doug, but I don't think his real name was Doug, and I don't think he was in the US because he told me good night. Basically, he couldn't help me. He said that they were only showing one charge, but my bank is showing two charges from Amazon. It's just annoying. Yes, it does have up and down buttons on the side of it, and I tried pressing the up button and nothing happened. It may have a zoom. They don't print out labels anymore for these cameras. I had to go and take the little piece of paper and put in for the manual online. I know that saves trees, which is good, but it is a little bit of a hassle when you have to go get on something, type in something, versus just going and pulling it out and reading it. It is a little bit more work, but hey, it saves trees. So yeah, I tried using the buttons on the side for zoom, and they didn't seem to do anything. I can actually get on their website right now and look at the manual because I remember the website. Just let it load. It'll be there in a second. But yeah, I hope everybody has been having a wonderful day and hopefully a good night. User manuals. Yeah, I don't see anything on here about it having the ability to zoom in. Hmm. Although this manual is not the best. The buttons on the sides do volume. Nope, I don't see it anywhere. Well, I'll get off of that and that. Yeah, I didn't see it. Didn't see zoom anywhere. I just don't think it has it. Which I mean, it's meant to be an action camera where you're walking around with it either on your chest, on your head, maybe it's on your back. So I can understand it not having a zoom feature, and it can be a car camera as well, a dash cam. Let's see. Leave all these papers over here, and I will move this right here. And we've got a dog down there. That dog is a sleeping. He's a sleeping dog. That dog is. Even whenever he eats just dog food, sometimes his stomach gets so messed up. He lets some real bad ones. Yep, he lets some room clearers out of that hind end. I figured it was going with the rest of the Scotch bonnets. It doesn't matter to me. I'm getting ready to see about moving this in there. So I'm going to be back here in a second. Hey, Rocky. Yeah, that poster's from that's from Paula Thomas over in the PLC. Let's see. I'm getting ready to move this in there to another temporary spot closer to where we're planting the seeds. Alright, let's see. Ooh, that light's pretty bright. See if I can get it. See, we're getting ready to move it up here. I was talking to them. Yeah, we got 8 people. I was getting ready to move the camera up here. If you want to sit like that.
I have to be able to see what I'm putting in these holes.
I know.
Because I can't see them. You'll have to. Do I need something to set it in?
Somewhat. We'll get there, guys. We might not be able to read the chat good, but you'll at least have a better view of what we're doing. See? There we go. Yeah.
I'm bad.
Yeah, see, we got one of these, and we got some other things too, like egg cartons. I'll help you.
Let's see, over here, pineapple something.
Rocoto, which will be on the bottom.
Rocoto, is that how it's spelled?
Yeah, Rocoto.
Okay, on the bottom. I've labeled this thing over here on the sides with paper so I can, and then put it in tape. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, that one. There they are.
Pineapple Rocoto. Or Rocoto.
Hot.
Pretty certain they are.
So I should have gloves on. Man, I hate wearing gloves.
Yep. Well, you better get to sleep. Yeah, and that's not even half of it, Rocky.
Look over my mess, because I got one. Okay, you said pineapple juice here, right?
That's what you said, pineapple.
Yeah, I see the word pineapple.
Pineapple Rocoto.
You may have to do this.
Rocoto.
You want the gloves?
No.
I don't want to wear them either. Yes.
No, you can't pretend you don't have school. You have to go to school tomorrow.
I know, this is a step on my hand.
No.
Why is it a random piece of bread ice?
What?
So let's see. I've got the seeds.
Oh, was she all right there?
Using a toothpick to make a little hole.
I'll drink all this thing.
It's not going very deep. There we go. We'll get that going nice.
We're trying to plant
Cover it
some
up.
pepper seeds. Yeah, I got to do that, and I got to do those datura, those angel trumpet seeds.
Get that guy in there.
I didn't know I had to get those in, but I don't have to.
I'm using it.
Oh, okay.
See, she thought somebody done ran off with her lid, and they did. It was me.
Particularly like what you're using it for. But
Now, that has a cover on it.
yeah, I wash it. Well, how are you feeling? Are you just resting?
Alright, there we go. So, let me see. Where did I put the bag? There's the bag. Those are done. Oh. Yep, Rob, that dog is bad. Let's see, what's next? The minis. Hopefully that's picking that up good. I can't tell. Mini rock dovers. There we go, that's more than enough. Never grown a rock doe or a koto before. There we go. It should be interesting. I'm starting these early because I hear it takes about 6 months just for the peppers to ripen on them. So my hope is it'll grow through the spring. Once it hits that heat wave, like everything else, it won't do much. And then it'll have the fall to hopefully produce pods if it hadn't in the spring. Yeah, I wish we had about 3 more of these containers. This one's from last year, whenever we did some planting. Boy, some of this potting mix, it's got some rough stuff in it. It's not a seed starting mix, I know. Should be using a seed starting mix. But it's what I have on hand. It's better than clay. Orange manzos. There's the orange manzos. I can't tell if the chat can read that. Hey, good night. Let's see. Good night, Doug. Add Doug as a mod. Yeah, we're planting loads of different varieties in here. Every row is a different variety. So it's only going to be, if it's 100% germination, it'll only be like 6 plants each. So, and from there I can weed out or otherwise figure out what to do with the rest of them. Just get one. But I don't know how good the germination rate is on these seeds. So it's easier to just try 6 and see. Yeah, we'll see how well they do. I had a Reaper sprouting this stuff, so here's the bag. Yeah, won't be planting any eBay Reaper this year. I can tell you that. You plant some real Reapers. Yellow. Yellow.
Sorry.
That's all right. You need to take that call.
Yeah, that was my daughter, and I told her to make sure and call me, let me know how the baby was.
We had Doug pee on.
She got choked.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's about the second time and scared her to death. What'd you get?
How many seeds per cell, Happy? Normally one.
Where'd you get them?
I'm on yellows.
Done them?
No, I'm getting ready to just dump them in here. I don't think there's enough
No,
seeds.
there's not. So I need to mark it. Get a toothpick. Another one. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5.
Like I told them, my main priority is just getting one. But I don't know the germination rate on these. Do you want me to go and
What? Have you done poked all the
yeah,
holes?
yeah. What are you wanting to do with the extra cell?
You can just stick that toothpick in there and leave it empty for now if you
Okay.
want. Unless you want to know something you want to put in it.
No, I didn't.
Now, you didn't poke them holes real deep, did you?
No,
Because I barely want to.
no, you don't put peppers in real deep.
No, I don't want to put them deep at all.
Most people don't surface sow them, to my knowledge.
Yellow, and that's that camera.
Oh, the yellow's
Breeze
empty.
something or another. Did you find it?
What's next?
Here. I can't see
Oh,
it.
we're done with the Roctos and Manzos and on to the wild peppers.
Yeah. There you go.
Kamari along I do. There's a D-O at the
Was
end.
these them?
Do. There's one pack of them and the other pack. I'll find it.
Do you want to finish up doing them?
You can.
Is this a seed? Or is it fruit?
It don't look like a seed.
Looks like it's fruit to me.
Just looks like a piece.
I mean, if you want to finish them all,
Yeah, see here, I don't know if I'm Kamari Alongo. It's a wild pepper. It's a semi-wild pepper. Hey BD.
there he is. We thought you were going on tonight, you and Rob.
Yeah, these are only for
Right,
the
look.
peppers. The peppers and the tobacco. That's the only thing we're starting right now.
Well, other than flowers.
Yeah, other than flowers.
Which I'm going to start some angel trumpets.
Yeah, I'm sorry we're not reading the chat too well. It's just the camera's pointed, so it's hard to read the chat. But yeah, that's a semi-wild.
You want to do it?
You can. You've got the gloves on.
I got the gloves on. They probably won't fit on your hands good. Pretty small.
Yeah, me and my sausage hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Them things look red.
6. And see, I still got a few left in this pack, and I bought another pack of these. So
Yeah, why did you buy 2 packs?
it said it only had 6 seeds in each pack, but they put a little bit more in each pack. I didn't know how many I was wanting to do. That and these things come from overseas, and it costed a lot on the shipping, so I got 2 packs. So
Yeah, I got to go see the baby girl today. And she has got stomach issues. Pretty
did you
bad.
finish those up?
Yep. Did you
So
put them?
what's-
Did you put them somewhere else so they're out of the way?
Yeah, I've been stacking them right there.
Okay.
So what's
Next is
next?
that CGN
Is the CGN right here.
19.
So the next one is another wild pepper. I've only got 2 wild peppers this year. CGN 19198, and I know you don't see Charles growing this. He doesn't like small peppers. This is like berries.
Well, I'm hoping that the birds will like some of those berry
That's my hope too.
Shaped peppers because I love to feed the animals.
The semi-wild are kind of like Tabascos in shape. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's 5.
I'm trying not to get all this junk out of the bag. This bag has a lot of junk in it. Well, you made your holes tiny too.
Yeah, there's a piece of that wrap I don't like it's in there.
Yeah, but we got a reaper sprout nest, so.
Yeah. I didn't even get it up there. Or did I? How many did you put in there?
I put in there like
1,
6.
2, 3, 4. You sure?
Yes.
Well, maybe it's in there then.
One.
Hard to do this with gloves on.
Well, no shit. But once you get to them reapers, if they got any oil on them, because you don't know if somebody just tossed it in the bag or if they let it dry.
Actually, I think there's a seed in that. Looks like it. Or not. No, there's not.
You got a phone call.
Oh, okay. Well,
You're
there's
busy
your
tonight.
seed.
She's busy tonight on them phones. That's all right. You always got to at least try to answer for family. Let's see, what's next? We're done with the wilds. Oh, it's time for the reapers. Nah. Rob Blumberg's Carolina Reapers. I've gotten loads of different Reaper seeds from different people. Problem is I didn't keep track of all of it, where it come from. So grab my tweezers. I don't want to feel the burn. Might could. Or he could, or Jesse could look at it and read it to me. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we need one more. Oh, I got a lot more than one. So let's see. Carolina Reaper Rob.
Really?
Alright, there we go. Alright.
You got the reapers done?
Yep.
All of them?
No, just I just put robs in, and now I gotta cover them up.
You told me to wear gloves, and you're not wearing them.
I'm not touching them.
Oh, well, how are you getting them up?
Tweezers.
Oh, okay. Hate running gloves.
They don't fit me. Let's see what's next. Chocolate Reaper.
Yeah, you've got two of them, so there's two different from two different people there.
Doesn't matter which one I pull from. No.
No, because they were both from a trade.
Chocolate Reaper. It's not very chocolatey. It's very Reaper. Chocolate Reaper. One, two, three, four, five, six. Oh, that one looks pretty puny.
Does it?
There we go. I don't know if BD's had any luck hunting down that green goblin.
I've actually got somebody looking for that.
We gotta hunt down that green goblin, BD. We gotta get it, man. 2019, man, the rise of the green goblin in the U.S. You get in there, you little stickler. I got this puny thing. I don't think it'll come up.
Stick it beside.
So I'm just gonna.
I stuck it up there and it opened up. But I'll stick something else there.
Hey, I wasn't thinking at the time. I was just getting rid of it. So. So let's see, what's next? Alright, another Carolina Reaper. I know what you're thinking, you just did Carolina Reaper. I know, but like I said, we got from 5 different sources Reapers, and this one's actually labeled so I know what source I got it from. So figured why not plan it and compare it to Rob's. And I can always try to get rid of the extra plants to coworkers.
Read that. Are you joking? That's like tiny, right? Can't read that. The thing they make for my eyesight. Oh, yeah.
Where do I need to start at?
I just read it. We got a chat man. We got an inside man.
I just go watch the chat.
I
Try
think
to.
it's
Man, that's a lot. That's all the seeds just come out of the bag.
Oh, for the chocolate?
No,
Oh,
for
that's
them.
the one.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pawn off some of these on coworkers.
Well, you're actually going to grow some over there too, aren't you?
Yes. I'm gonna pawn them up on them.
Well, the kids want a reaper card. They want to grow reapers.
The coworkers are used to just going out and buying plants, and the reapers are not mainstream yet here in terms of going to a nursery and buying them. I know the community garden did them last year, but in terms of nurseries, they haven't got the popularity yet. One, two,
What?
three.
What?
It's super hard for I started on that's what
Uh,
I got. It's down off Craigslist like they-
Who said that?
that's just my idea.
Here's a weird double. I'm gonna stick it in the end. It's two seeds stuck together.
Well, people do. They sell pods.
Technically, you can contact the local nurseries, and they might buy off of you. But that's the thing, though. You also have to have a good reputation.
Well, I know. Well, this one out here, I know him
I know.
pretty good.
But boy, you need to start about 12 of these trays.
I'm not starting that many reapers.
That's about how many you would need to
I mean,
start.
I am going to do a few more of the other seeds we've got because I want to see the difference in the pods, the shapes, in other words.
That's where I got my Scotch bonnet, was a local nursery.
Yeah, that's the actual nursery I was talking about. The
Yeah.
one I know.
I do just need to start picking. That's all we do.
Because he actually got some water flowers from me back whenever I had loads of water. Well, I still got loads. I've got loads of water lilies now.
And water hearts.
Yeah, water hearts, water lilies, and lotus that I thought was a water lily, but it's not.
Let's see what's next. There it is. The legend, man.
The purple.
It's not mythical, but it's a legend in terms of getting the seeds for the darn thing.
They were high, wasn't they?
Purple Reaper.
Or you didn't get me any.
I only got 6.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Innocence has some, thank
Yeah,
goodness.
she's got some.
So she might get to grow some.
Yeah.
And if we get more than one of these, Sammy will get it.
Yeah, he'll get one. If we get him to come up. That's just the thing. If. That's the if.
Yeah, it's not mythical. It's not on that Green Goblin level.
Well, I have a seed buddy overseas that's actually searching for that one for
Not
me.
overseas.
Well, over somewhere.
On a different continent,
He's
but
not
it's not.
here. We'll put it that way. So I'm assuming. Don't I have one overseas too?
Yes,
Okay,
but that's
well,
not the one
that's
you're
the
talking
other
about.
one, yeah.
Technically, there shouldn't be any waterway, but there
Okay.
is. It was man-made.
Well, all I know is he's not around here, but we're seed buddies. And I look for stuff for him, and he looks for stuff for me. So,
He's looking in the origin of the Green Goblin, so
yeah,
maybe he'll find it.
searching for it. I don't mind trading with people from different.
Overseas.
Yeah.
Or up and down the border.
Yeah, I don't mind it at all because, I mean, certain seeds we can get here, they can't get there. And then certain things I have trouble getting here, they might can get. So, and you meet people that way. I mean, the ones I trade with are really nice. So, and my one friend over
In Europe.
Europe, he sent me some peony tree seeds. Those things are big old round balls. And I've got to figure out exactly how to, I know they'll have to have some form of scarification, surely. And then I've got to figure out how to do the, not water lily, but what's the other one?
Lotus.
Lotus seed, yeah. Because I've never done those. Mine always just spreaded in the water.
All right, you up next. More chocolate reaper. Chocolate reaper. And these are going to be hard to get out. They've been taped.
Yeah, I didn't do it. Well, I got pepper in my hand.
I mean, I didn't know if he's wanting to get them out.
I was just gonna
I didn't know.
whack it and retape it if there's more left.
I didn't know.
Yep, there you go.
How the heck did I get into doing the reapers? That's
I
why you
don't
put the
know.
gloves
You
on.
made me put the gloves on. You said, Mom, you better put the gloves on. I didn't want to put them on. Did they say anything?
I'll have to home check, make sure this thing's keeping up.
Oh, he don't think that thing's keeping
I
up.
don't know if it is. You know, those things.
We got a tablet going, but we don't think it's keeping up.
I don't know.
What's the last one?
There's Make It Wayne. Make It Wayne was in there.
It ain't keeping
Let me
up.
go on the chat.
Oh,
Hey, Make It Wayne.
hey, Batman. Yeah, Jess is trying to keep up with the chat, but it's not letting him join somehow. So
Yeah.
he's going to work on that and see if he can. Did you tell him we done some tobacco last night?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, we done some tobacco last night.
Some more.
Yeah, some more. We done a load of the perfume tobacco.
And the wild, no, we did Wildwood.
Was that what it was? I thought it was perfume.
No.
Oh, well, I had it all wrong. Okay, Wildwood. And then we done some Cuban
And Virginia.
and Virginia. Yeah.
The perfume's doing good, what we already started.
Okay, I'll take that and retape it. How many seeds is in there?
I don't know.
Okay, I thought if it's just one seed. Okay.
And,
I'm not gonna fix, so we'll see.
and the last thing on this tray, which is over here,
Is that oddball?
is a
Yeah, I don't.
Venezuelan tiger.
Do you know anything about that?
I know it's in the same family as your reapers or Scotch bonnets, but it has no heat.
Oh, really?
And I figured if it's in the same family, it may need to be started early because it may be slow.
Make it plain and awesome.
Well, if you're going to do this, I'm taking these gloves off. I'll just let you do it. Huh?
Make it plain and awesome.
Now, if they just come up, I hope they come up. They're going to go in my little station in there.
Yeah, because mine's filled up.
Yeah, his is really full of those peppers.
Rocky Harris said that's a full strain.
Need to start some habanadas. I got a coworker that likes habanero.
Do they look like a habanero?
They taste like a habanero, but they don't have the heat.
Oh,
Make it plain and peppers, forgot who.
that Venezuelan tiger.
BD Beat says, yo, what's up? Make it Wayne.
Yeah, I got it after I read that it had no heat. It sounded interesting.
Oh, that Venezuelan.
Mm-hmm.
BD Beat says soaps and suds and such. In that blue container, is that hydrogen peroxide or chamomile tea you're dipping the seeds in before planting?
Oh, no.
What?
That's an empty container. I mean, that's an empty lid. He stole it.
Oh, this is a lid. I'm not dipping them in anything.
Thank you,
Thank you, Make It
Or
Wayne.
Batman. I like to call him Batman.
Go, good night.
Good night. Here, BD. See, there ain't nothing in it. He stole my lid off of my little girl. Has to drink this every day.
It'll put a little pep in her step.
No, it won't because I got the
I
cover on
know.
it.
I'm just.
Yeah, she has to drink this every day. She's been on this ever since she was tiny.
LOL, I thought there was liquid. Better start.
So that's this one done. Yeah. Now, the only thing about that is if you put wrap over it.
Yeah, I'm
It's
gonna have to put
too
some seed in there. So what seed can I put in there? But I don't have a paper. I got a habanada paper here. I could put that paper over there and put a habanada in it. I could do that.
There you go. It's
You
low
wanna
enough
just do
now that you don't have to.
Okay.
I
Well,
mean, we can put one in there if you want.
because this paper's made for that thing.
I just didn't know where you was going to stick the sticker.
Well, don't lose my spot.
What do you mean?
You know where it's at?
It's on the yellow.
Okay.
Because the yellow we didn't have enough seed.
Okay, as long as you know.
Right there, yellow. Bam.
Probably didn't pay no attention to that. Okay.
Well, if you hadn't have moved all the seeds that I had arranged after planting, you would have saw that the yellow bag was here,
Yeah.
empty.
Okay, here you go. Can you stick that on that side right there?
I can try.
So that I know that the habanado is the one in there.
Well, I mean, it will be pretty obvious because if I remember correctly, all the manzos and the roctos have hairs like a tomato.
There you go.
So it will be pretty obvious whenever a pepper without hairs pops up.
See here, I still got 3 more things
Yeah,
of.
loads of
I
different
still got
reapers.
3 more things of Carolina Reapers, but I don't know. That one's got a net. Okay.
Reaper.
I don't know whether I'll do. I may do 1 or 2. I don't know because I got too many other stuff today. So I'm really not sure on that.
Yeah, we got Scotch bonnets and habaneros today.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
Final preparations to be had.
Now, are you doing this one now or?
I thought we were going to stick that one in the tent. Are we sticking this one in the tent now? It's done to get it out of the
I
way.
gotta put plastic wrap
I
on it.
know. I thought we was going to spritz it.
Well, I'll spritz it after we get done because I don't want to have that around my computer.
Oh, we stick it in there
Yeah.
to get it out of the way.
can't see.
Don't worry, it's not on. I'm joking with them. I had my head down near the oven. I said, "Don't worry, it's not on."
No, it's not. Okay, what are you doing?
What are we doing? What are we doing now?
Well, I got this ready.
What are we putting in
You
here?
got to write on it. Do what?
I'm in the background of it.
Are you?
Yes.
Well,
Is there something wrong with that?
No, I'm not sure if they're,
well, a lot of them smoke. I know Rob does. Okay, what seed do you want?
What are we doing next?
You doing Scotch bonnets in there?
Well, there ain't enough room in there for Scotch bonnets.
Okay, what do you want? Here you go. Here's all your seed. I don't know. I got too much dirt in there. Wasn't really being very careful. You know.
We'll start. We could start canes in there
Okay.
if you wanted.
It don't matter to me. I gotta start all of them anyhow, so it don't matter. How you want to write this, like. Let's see. Okay, you said, well, that's. How'd you say to write that? How'd you want me to write it?
You just put the name there and then put what row. So like KS, Peach Star Kiss. And after you'd either put front row or back row. Okay, then so you put front row.
Okay, like that.
Mm-hmm.
That marked on the south. Okay, got that one.
There's another one.
Oh, is that Scarlet Rose?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Now what are you having for lemon? Starburst?
Oh, button. I didn't know if you want to do them in a different container.
We could. What else have you got of his?
Nothing else in here, but we got some from Rob.
Okay. You good. Good. Whoop.
Those are them seeds. There should have been 2 packs of them.
Pretty sure they're in there.
Okay.
I might start some of those. I started seeing zucchini and the egg carton like that too.
Yeah, I got to do herbs too, but I don't think I'll do them right now. Got too much other to do right now.
So, does anybody in the chat know when to start Mr. KS Mystery Orange and KS Sriracha Pumpkins? We start those now or later?
Rob in the chat. Hmm. You're rocking something? Oh, okay.
Stormies under pumpkins. They look like
Yeah, I
pumpkins.
love those little pumpkins.
And that's the weird one he had come up.
I'm looking forward to all those ornamentals too. Oh, ask about that Peter pepper. When did I plant that thing?
I don't know. As far as I know, they don't plant it now.
Okay, somebody said something.
They did.
It moved.
Yeah, it said, barnyard chicken said not, good night, Batman.
Okay. I don't know about that one. Them two.
I don't know.
Rob's not on, is he?
No. So I don't guess anybody knows when they normally start those.
You want to wait and find out, or do you want to go ahead and put something
We
in
can
there?
start.
BJ says I have not grown the pumpkin, but the KS orange does grow quick.
Okay, goes quick. So does that mean don't start it now?
Well, if you start it and it has to stay
It'll
inside for
be,
months.
yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah,
I don't even remember what the sriracha pumpkin was across of.
I don't know. Unless you want to do the,
Barnyard chicken said I just got a stove like that. How do you manage to keep it clean? It drives me insane. I
Yeah.
don't even want to use it. I don't want to get it dirty.
It's terrible. I love it because I don't have to deal with the eyes, but they scratch, and mine has got places on it. You can buy a cleaner to put on there, and then I have to use a scraper to scrape off anything like when I make carrots in the sugar, or I make candy using the sugar. If it gets on there, then you have to use a scraper and scrape that off.
So
Do
what
what?
I'm thinking is we put those in now and see if anybody says.
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab my water.
Remember the middle. Well, I'm waiting on you to come back and put those in, okay? I'll turn around there so y'all can see. Even though it's probably boring, but I love doing seed day.
I'll pick it up.
And these just make it more interesting. So what?
I'm holding this right here.
So what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the peach. The peach goes in the front. Yeah. 6.
Yeah, so I don't know if anybody in the chat's ever grown the sriracha pumpkin.
3.
If not, we can put some Starbursts in there.
Yeah.
It's just I was going to do those in a different container.
6. What'd you do with that? Your toothpick? You dispose of it? Are these gonna burn my hands?
I don't know.
I know I hit it lucky last time I was doing seeds and I didn't mess with it. I mean, I messed with them without gloves on. Hey, where's your little tweezers at? All right, yeah.
See? There they are.
You hit them.
No, I didn't hide them. You found them. That's not good hiding.
Oops, I dropped it. Well, I dropped it 2 times. I'm not good at these things. I think he's better at them.
Probably because I've used them more.
Yeah, he has. He'll sit there and use these things to do these seeds, and me, I get impatient. So I ended up having to wear gloves them last times because I get impatient and want to use my hands. But then I finally got me a knife and just started kind of pricking them, and the seeds just kind of
Flew out.
Yeah, they flew out. I had to watch that too, though, because they wanted to fly everywhere. Okay, there you go. Here you go. I'll let you do
Oh,
the one that I can't wait to grow. And that's that scarlet rose. I remember watching that video and thinking, ooh, I'd like to have those seeds. So I was tickled when,
that, and you wanted the pumpkins.
yeah, I wanted the pumpkins. Yeah, I loved that video too. They look
Rob
like little
mentioned the pumpkins. And she's like, oh, the pumpkins.
Yes, I wanted those pumpkins.
Fun pepper growing.
Okay, I made you little holes.
Some of your holes I can't even see, they're so small.
Really? Well, I don't want to go too.
There's a difference between going too deep and going big.
Okay. There you go. Should be able to see them. Oh my goodness, how many seeds you got there?
There we go.
Popped it free. I've got
1,
one in
2,
there.
3, 4, 5. And because
Oops.
I'm lazy, I'm just going to put them in there.
Oh my goodness.
More than one.
Yeah, I'll say.
Well,
Like
it's
two,
not my fault. They stuck
least.
together.
Probably 2. Well, okay, there they are. And then we got to do them. Did you find any seed for them?
Well, nobody's mentioned anything.
So you want to put lemon, the
Because I don't know if the sriracha.
oh.
I see the Zooster. He knows not to come in the kitchen. He wants to come in here and get cat food.
Yeah, I do. Junk.
He makes a mess.
See, I'm not too bad.
Yes, he is.
Just when I chew something up.
He grabs pencils off of tables and chews them up. So,
Yeah, it's showing all the way through there probably. Or all my junk. All my junk on the floor. But I gotta Put up like my crock pot over there because I just made a crock pot of pintos and
Don't do canes.
what is that?
This is one of Starburst.
Yeah, sounds all right to me.
I didn't know.
I don't know what it done with my marker though. You see it? Yeah, here it is. What message, well, you know, find out about those seeds.
I know the kids are excited to do the lemon starburst themselves.
Oh yeah, they are.
They plan on competing
They're
against
gonna try.
each other and everybody else
They
in the
wanna try.
contest.
They're pretty competitive sometimes.
We found out that they could, so
Yeah, they're tickled about that. We've still got to work on Sammy's grow area. We haven't
yeah.
got that yet.
But we're still waiting on a certain something to come in regards to Sammy.
Yeah.
Come here, you little zingers. Get in there. This guy hiding in the corner. Oh, man, I don't want you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And I'll spritz all these really good. Should have been. Right.
Oh, you want the...
I'm putting on.
Now what?
You want to do more tonight, or you want to chat?
I didn't know if he was doing more than not.
It's up to you. I'll put some dirt in another egg carton if you want to do more.
We got hops, Scotch bonnet.
I can go and get
We
another
still
one.
got a lot more to do. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Okay, I'll go get it.
Zeus, you know not to come in the kitchen too far. This little brat doesn't care. Man, you like eating cat food. You can't have it. Go lay down, buddy. Go lay down. He doesn't understand, but he's the one that gets into the cat food. The little ones don't normally.
Yeah. Sarah tries to. She don't need it. He don't need it.
He eats the whole bowl if he gets a hold of it.
Cats, if they come in, they take care of it usually. before he has a chance. But. You all right, baby? I'm sorry. You want to get you a pill?
Probably spelled it wrong, but
What'd you put
I
on?
put Kingstar
Oh, okay.
varieties.
That works.
Top of it.
Yeah, just set it in there. I'm gonna spritz all of that, and I'll put it up. I've got to fix the top on that one. Yeah, I know I told in the other stream, I think it was that,
There's our tobacco we did last night. Nothing in it yet. We just did it last night, but there it is.
I think I told that Jess had to go back to the neurosurgeon, and he went, and they told him he has to have a, what was it, full CT scan?
Lumbar, neck, head.
Lumbar, neck, head, and what? Oh, his pelvis. They told him that there's a possibility of another brain surgery, which we're not liking that at all, because that was a very, very bad surgery, in my opinion.
Painful.
Yeah, very painful. And they had him on like that high stuff, and they would give him a dose, and like it didn't last like 10 minutes maybe, and he would be just hollering for some help. It was hurting.
Hey, buddy, you got your food. Timer's getting ready to shut off your growth
So
area.
keep him in your prayers. Okay, there we go. I got it. I need to wash the dirt off my hands.
Ooh, yeah. The timer in your germination station's about to cut everything off. Yeah. I can switch it off of the timer. What to plant in this one? I said, what to plant in this one? Well, we got so many different Scotch bonnets and hobs.
Go ahead and fill these up so we have.
It just know.
Well, I might as well do it now, because if I don't, I'll have to do it in a few minutes.
That, we got several one-offs. You know, like it's not a group of different peppers, it's just one bunch of separate ones. Nothing new on the chat. Hopefully this ain't too boring for y'all. We just figured we'd do it live, then that way if we need to ask any questions, we can ask them.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we got the big egg heart, the big one.
Mm-hmm. So you want me to do it?
No, I just forgot about it. So And we got the ghosts.
I wish I had a couple more of those black trays.
Mm-hmm. I keep thinking we're doing Ghost, and then I pull out Ghost. And
Do what?
I keep getting mixed up.
Too many nuts and hydroponic containers laying around here. Nowhere to put them. Right.
You ready to start holding seat for me while I go through it?
Okay, what are we looking for?
Obs.
I thought I had those separated.
We put them all together whenever we were finding out what we had to plant now and plant later. Remember, there's a hob.
Okay.
It's a scorpion. Yeah, we got scorpions, ghosts. We got so much. Which we don't have to plant it all now. We can wait.
Well, I'm gonna
Chocolate champion, I want to plant that.
fix another growing spot
Mysteries.
in our bedroom.
Well, the kids are also going to grow some of this
Yeah.
too. Serpent's head, remember that. Scotch brain.
Oh, Dolly's got her a giant cupcake holder to do
Mystery.
her seeds in.
Batman Bubble Seed.
Should fit perfect on her table. And it's got the little plastic cupcake holders in it, so that should work really well. When I say Dolly, I'm talking about Innocence. I'm bad to call her Dolly or Doodlebug. Yeah.
Bringing the pine. Gosh. More lemons.
Look, you dropped one. Because if I bend over, I'll drop them all.
Peach Ghost. Black Naga.
Do I need to be putting those ghosts together, or
There's another ghost. No.
Hobbs, what you're looking for?
See, I get lost.
I hope you've not been putting habaneros in here.
I get lost.
There's a Scotch bonnet. I need to have it separate.
Yeah, we do, but I'm doing the habaneros right now.
Okay. What's left in there?
A tangerine stinger and a Scotch bonnet.
Oh,
he's
there
on.
he
There he
is.
is. We can ask him.
Okay, Rob, we have a question for you.
I'm glad you're on.
You sent the seed, so we need to know.
KS Srirachas. What is it? Sriracha pumpkins?
The pumpkins, the little pumpkins you sent me, that was cane stars. When do we plant those? And then, well, yeah, that other one. Oh, no, VD said it.
VD said that the KS Mystery Orange grows quick, but the Sriracha, we don't know. The Sriracha pumpkin.
Yeah, we need to know about those pumpkins.
So here's all the habaneros.
And we looked for you in BD tonight.
2, 3. I like that one. I like Batman's Hog.
Now,
Playing them both now? Okay.
1, 5, 6.
So how many of those are you planting?
Actually 7, because Habaneras.
So how many seed are you planting of each of those? 3?
BD said hello to Rob.
You want to do 3 of each?
I
Well,
have
go
been
ahead.
busy doing a few things this evening.
Yeah.
If we start running out of space, we can switch over to cups and putting seed in cups.
Well, I
Instead of
can
individual
get some
trays.
more of these egg cartons. What are you doing in there, boy?
He knocked his water bowl over.
Must be.
I was going to start seeds tonight, but I'm going to wait until tomorrow.
Well, we got so
Did you go
many.
fishing, Rob?
Figure out what.
I don't know. I don't care. Don't matter to me. If they're going to have to be planted.
Water. Yeah, that's what he wants.
Robert, yes, I did.
Catch anything? Okay, you wanted me to put front, back, and middle, right?
I've never seen a dog so happy to get water.
Yeah, he starts jumping. I don't know if they can see him. He jumps like a little horse or something. Yeah, he had a hard life before we got him, and now he's spoiled. What? You not got enough water?
Because I'm filling up.
You need more? Oh, he needs more. Oh. We haven't got to go in how long, honey? Yeah, it's been over a year. I think the last time, when was it? It was at the beach, wasn't it? I think it was before your surgery. Yeah. Okay, so that's front, right? Okay. There's that one.
Yep, so that's the front row.
Yeah. And this would be the back. Yeah, I forgot all that.
Too bad Batman left. We're planting his habanero.
Crazy K. Hey, what's up?
Hey, Crazy K. Boy, Spanky had me watching some of your music videos today. I loved it. Which one was it? I can't remember. The burn one.
Let it burn.
Yes, I loved that. That was cool.
And now the middle.
Let's go with red.
I like habaneros.
What's up there? Oh, Lord.
Okay, there you go.
All right, we got them, guys.
Yeah. Now you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
Yeah,
I
you're
see
right.
how
I
it
did the
is.
writing. I'll let you do this part.
I see how it is.
I can poke you hole for you.
I mean, I can do it.
Okay, here, I better let you. You can find it. I don't get on right. It's big enough for that seed. Let's see. What is this?
Looks like a box.
Yeah, I know. What's in it?
Probably nothing.
Really?
I
Might
don't
be a
know. Does it feel like there's
surprise.
something in it?
Oh no. Yeah, there's something in it. Oh, I know what. It's not a surprise.
What's the surprise?
I don't know. It's some. Oh, it's a spoon thing.
Boy, that's a
Yeah,
surprise.
but I'm going to pass that along to someone else because I've got too much junk.
So the back is Batman's pineapple hide.
Yeah, I don't need any more junk.
Yes, I use tweezers, and yes, it's slow. But gloves don't fit well on me.
No, they don't fit him good.
At least not the ones we've got.
We gotta try to find him some though before time to take out all of those seeds.
I'll do it with tweezers. It'll just take forever.
That'll take you forever. You're gonna need gloves. I want some better gloves too because whenever I done those ones, I can't remember which ones it was, but they were hot, and
Probably too
I had
fast.
to. I put 3 pairs of gloves on because I had like one on, and I started feeling heat coming through there, and I don't know. I think it was it may have been the Scotch bonnets. I'm not sure.
The Tabascos are hard
Yeah, they're awful.
because whenever they get ripe, they get nice and liquidy inside.
Yeah,
That stuff sprays everywhere.
they try to shoot you out.
Just do it without gloves and wash your hands after.
That don't work because that burn stayed on my hand. I know because I cut up a load of cayenne to make jerky about
Well, I know what he might
15
be.
years ago.
He might be thinking that the seeds are the oil's dried on them, so it's not wet.
I don't know. I ain't trusting it. After I done those peppers and got that on my hands because I didn't wear gloves, and my mama said, "Why didn't you wear gloves?" I said, "Mom, I didn't know. You didn't tell me." She said, "You got to wear gloves." I said, "Yeah, I know that now. I spent the whole night laying there in front of a fan with toothpaste on my hands. Yeah, it was terrible.
I just go to sleep.
But that jerky, they had a load of cayenne on it. That was back, oh my goodness, that might have been longer than that. That was probably before you was born, honestly.
All right, there's only one more. I know how it is, man. I know how it is. You've been on break, and it's going to be the first day of school, and you won't be able to sleep well. But you got to try, man.
Get in bed.
You got to give it a good
Love
try.
you.
We got one seed left of the red habanero.
Just stick it like in the side or something over another. And I'll try to.
Will be very hot.
Hey, Will.
Hey, Will.
That's fly.
Yeah, we need some of those taco seeds.
BD's sitting on
My hubby over here loves some tacos, and Sammy loves tacos.
them. BD gotta also help me find the Green Goblin, man. Yeah, we're doing some seed starting. The kids would be down here doing theirs, but school. The school calls.
Yeah, they start back to school, so they're not too happy about that.
Hey, need some hot wing seeds.
Oh, I know, Crazy K. I agree with you. I love hot wings.
Let's see. Front.
Of course, I haven't eaten any that's probably like super hot, so.
They don't care for super hot.
Wings.
What was it? The Better Buffalo sauce he reviewed. It's got a sprayer. You spray the flavor.
Oh, I didn't see that.
And he said it wasn't super hot or anything.
Huh.
It's just a better buffalo.
I have got me some wings in that freezer over there, and that is making me want to do hot wings. What?
Calm down. Crazy K, yeah, I like mild sauces better than super hot.
Oh, I love hot wings. Those and stuffed jalapenos. Oh my goodness. And Chinese food.
Well, for everybody interested, I tried one of the Swift burn sauces I showed the other night. No heat.
Yeah, you want me to get the bottle and show you which one it is?
Holy Ghost tried a couple of them on stream the other night, and he didn't get hardly any heat either. I guess that's why they call it Swift burn. It's so swift you don't notice it.
Oh, I know it was. That was nice of them to donate that seed to us. We got quite a bit of land here, and we try to plant a lot of it for the pollinators. 1.6 acres. Well, 1.6 acres, but we try to plant a lot of it for the pollinators, the parts that, you know. Oh, he thinks it's 1.8. I'm not sure, but we try to grow a lot for the pollinators, though. And he was nice enough, or Seeds for Thee was nice enough to donate, and they throwed in some to plant and.
Yes, sorry about the bad focusing in that video. I couldn't see the screen good on that little camera and didn't realize that it didn't autofocus. It has like a set distance that it likes to focus to.
Yeah, and I hope it turned out all right because I didn't watch through it. I watched a little bit with him, and where he was trying to show the sideward view of the packets to show what they said clearly, that actually bothered my eyes. So I just went on through without watching that. Hey, I got another one down.
And it's just all.
Molly face BD.
Hey, what now? You got more of them?
Got more.
Oh my goodness, how am I supposed to do this one?
I
It's
don't know.
different. I have to write it small. I'm not good at that with this thing. Okay, what do I want to put? Caribbean.
Habanero, Caribbean. Anybody ever grown Caribbean habaneros? I've not. But we got the seed for them. Caribbean, I don't know.
pretty
that's
far
right.
just relaxing, got back home and sweating.
Oh, he got back home.
Oh, BD got back home? Oh, great. Okay, what's the next one? So I go ahead and write it. Big son.
Yeah. I'm glad you made it home in one piece,
too.
BD. Back to your land of large lizards.
Yeah.
I grew fair down red habaneros last season.
Are you going to grow them again, Rob?
Gonna get Crazy Kate, gonna get to bed, guys. Everyone have a good night.
Good night, Crazy Kate.
This is an orange habanero. I don't say orange, but the picture shows orange.
So we want to put orange.
Yeah. Yeah, that's in 50-cent hobs. I know. I can't remember the name right off the top of my mind, but somebody in the PLC grew these out months ago.
One again, I enjoyed them. Really good. I tried them. Cocoa pod starters on seeds and put them in egg crates with water from the bottom. See how it pans out. Or I'll put later there, BD, put thank you, such and such and such. Looking forward to making a list and starting seeds this week, hopefully.
Well, we didn't really make a list. Not for us, for the kids.
Yeah, he made a list for them.
Just to decide on what they wanted to grow.
They're still in search of all of those reapers.
Yeah. I'm not sure we're going to be able to get all them reapers.
No. I don't think they're going to make the Reaper Challenge.
Pepper Joe's wants like $9 for 10 plus seeds of a peach reaper.
And right now, that's not doable. That's for sure. Okay. Let's see.
Let's see.
You got the orange habanero. You got the Caribbean in the front.
Pepper in Spanish, so it translates to habanero pepper on that package.
Oh, okay.
Yep, but the picture is orange, so I assume orange.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but
Take it as orange. And then I guess we'll find out.
I'll put Parker Buds cheaper.
But
I don't like them strings, man. You know them pucker butt strings of we own your plants and any plants you produce or any crosses you get off these plants.
yeah, because we've got the one Innocence Doodlebug, she's wanting to cross. She watched me out there plucking those flowers last year, and she's had that in her head, and now she wants to do it. So that's, I know she's got plans for that purple reaper. If them come up, she's got plans for those to cross them, and the lemon. Those are the two that she's stuck on.
What colors they got thus far in transit?
I don't know of any in transit. I know Robert is supposed to be sending a few super hots for Sammy, but I don't know what.
And we've got what we got? We've got red. We planted what we had thus far, except for Innocence. She's got to plant her purples.
And we got red,
and
purple, and chocolate.
Yeah.
I thought we had yellow, but we
We
don't.
don't. And I mentioned to some people in some of the groups I'm in on Facebook that's just
Where's the
gardening
chat?
groups. I can't see the chat. You might as well forget it.
Well,
These glasses will not pick it up. I can't see it. And I'm not pulling out the magnifying glass. Oh my Lord.
well, if
My
you
eyes
see it
are
move,
worse.
if you see it
Okay,
move,
tell you.
tell me, and I'll
Okay,
look
yeah,
at it.
my eyes are worse today, and even watching the computer has got, I mean, just hard to see today. My eyes change from day to day. I mean, one day these reading glasses will work, and the next day they won't. And going into an eye doctor and getting glasses don't work, because I went and done it, and it wasn't a week later I couldn't see. It moved. Hear me? It moved.
That would be great, Will. I don't know. I know I've made a post on the PLC, and I got several different colors that people said were out there: peach and cream, and yellow and caramel, and I think even lemon.
Yeah.
And I've seen, it wasn't mentioned, but I've seen a white reaper.
But I don't know.
It's like I went to don't you bark at the cat.
No, leave my cat alone. Come on, Romeo.
He's scared of the
Come on,
kitties.
baby.
Oh, big dog don't like the cats, but he's got to learn. Cats are our friends.
Well, the cats needed a home too.
Yep, that one was a straggler in need.
Well, that one was a little girl that comes over, and she comes over almost every weekend. Stays, but she used to be a neighbor, and her they had that cat. Well, the cat, they also had pit bulls, and the pit bulls didn't like the cat, so the cat come to our house and basically took up roots there, and so she still gets to see her cat, so that worked out fine.
And we take in most of the strays anyhow.
I don't do it as them.
It's not me.
I said there wasn't going to be any more dogs, and what happens
It's not me.
is Jesse Lee Coffee.
It's not just him, it's the kids.
Well, I love them though after I got them.
You know how kids are, they see an animal in need.
I love them. And then we got the big old bird in there. She ain't nothing but a big baby, but she'll bite. She's a biting baby. But well, she loves me. Now if she gets loose, she wants to get on me, but then she don't want anyone to get her off of me. So that don't work out too good. But she was in there. She heard the phone ringing, and she was in there hollering or saying, "Hello, hello." It just sounds kind of odd, though. She don't say it real plain and clear. But I hand fed that bird. She's a big old girl. Did Rob ever get his?
I don't know.
Rob, did you ever get your seed that we sent you and the feathers for Esther Sue? I couldn't send her tail feather because I couldn't fit it in the envelope. Thank you. Yeah, I'll see you.
Come on.
Not yet, hopefully tomorrow.
I'm going to see.
Hopefully. Well, Esther sent him some feathers, so ouch. My shoe lights come on time. What did you do? Let the cat out?
Yep. He wanted to go out.
Okay, where you at now?
I'm on the last here
Okay,
of the
the
orange ones.
back. Well, I'm just glad we're getting some of this done. so we can get them, try to get them start germinating maybe. Because I still got to do angel trumpets too. I've got one of those rooting over here in the window. It's got big old roots on it.
I'll have to take that back.
No, I've got the oh my goodness, what do they call it? It's the one that grows outside. It's the hardy begonia. I don't have any of the houseplant begonia. I wanted to get some, but I don't have any. I haven't got any of that yet. Guess I can show them this.
Habaneros.
This is what I was talking about. See them roots? I got it rooting, and that is a, well, a great big long thing. Is a angel trumpet, a datura, and they have these big old like trumpet flowers. And if you mulch them here really good and plant them good, I'm trying to wash my hands because they're poisonous, but
Yep.
oh, they're gorgeous, and I've got all colors, Will, of the seeds. But I've never grown this type. I've grown the wedding bell type. That's a lower growing type of datura, and then they have like the hanging wedding bells. That's what we always call them. They're white. I've grew those from the seed, but I've never grown the actual angel trumpet, the tall ones, from the seed. I always kept taking cuttings from them, and that was how I always propagated them and mulched them heavily. And if I mulch them good, they'll come back here. But last year, we moved, wasn't last year, it was the year before. We moved, I had pink and I had yellow, and we moved them all, and I didn't get them mulched because I was sick and everybody else was not doing good then. So I only had one to survive, and I took a cutting off of him this year, but Spanky mulched it too. So I'm hoping it'll come back, but if it don't, I'll have a backup root in there. And then I'm going to sow the seed, and I have got, what color have you got? Because I've got double ones, I've got triple seed, I've got some different ones. You're what? Whatever you think. Whatever you want to do. Or
There he is, Robert's in the chat.
hey, Robert. What is that?
That's Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt. You want to do him or it?
I don't know. I'm just digging through them. There's something I want to do. I know what we can do.
Okay. You don't want to do Jabba?
Not now. What we can do is Serpent's Head,
Okay.
Chocolate Champion, and then Habaneros.
How are you? How are you?
We're just doing some seed, trying to get it done. We did some tobacco last night, and now we're trying to do these super hots so I can get them in there, try to get them to come up, hopefully.
I lost the vein bleeding heart last year, so
Did you put the ghosts back in here?
Do what?
Did you put the ghosts back in here?
I don't know.
Well, man, I'm asking you.
No, I've been putting the ones we planted in there.
There's another ghost.
Well, let me
Oh,
see.
wait. You know,
I can't hear him. Okay, what now? What did Will say?
I'm getting myself confused, guys. I keep thinking ghost and habanero are the same thing.
I've got the hardy begonia, and it grows outside here. I've got a bleeding heart, but I've never tried collecting seed off of it. Yeah, I'm gonna try that this year because yeah. Do what? My other what? Oh, you're talking about up here in the front? No, you're talking about, yeah, you're talking about hearts of busting or strawberry. No, we're talking about bleeding heart flower. Okay, what do you want? That is habanada, and these are reapers. Okay, have you got them picked? But if I come up with any seed, I'll send some your way. I'm gonna try to get some seed or see if I can get any seed off of those bleeding hearts. Okay, habanada. Of what? The bleeding heart. Well, you must be able to grow them from seed because I've seen people that's been asking for them. So I'll see if I may can trade for some seed or something. But I've got one. I'm sure it probably has seed. I just didn't even think to look. I know we did the pineapple sage this year. We actually went out there and gathered what we think we're pretty sure is seed off of it, because I did it like you would do sage. No. Well, if I get any seed this year, I'll send you some. I'm going to try it. I'm going to just have to see if I can find the seed on them. That's like my lemon fluff. Lemon fluff is beautiful. And I went and picked those tops, which I normally don't pick them off. I just let them, do their thing because they come back every year. But this year I picked off some of those tops after they dried. And I like never figured out how to get those seeds out, but I finally figured it out. And I done that on video because there's no videos about how to get the seed out of those. Yeah, if I can get a hold of any, I'll send him some. And what is that type of begonia was he talking about? Angel wing begonia. Is this one that, now this,
Angel leaf.
well, that angel leaf, is that one that's supposed to live outside, Will, or indoors? Because I know in the groups that I'm in, a lot of people want the seed or starting of them, but some people act like they're indoors, some people act like they're outdoors. Now, the one that I've got, the hardy begonia, you can see it in some of my videos. Angel leaf begonia. Okay, I will look and see if I can find any seed for it. If it has seed. I know we used to buy the beautiful begonias that you put in hanging baskets is what we used to do. But I'm not sure even what kind those were. That was back when my grandmother was alive. And I was a plant fanatic. I had plants everywhere back then. You remember it on here.
Dan that got it out of Asheville and never had it, but it went nuts with nuts being applied to it. All
Huh.
nutrients.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll look it up, see if I can find it. I know I tried to root a bleeding heart this past, I think it was spring. A piece got broke off, but I was unsuccessful in that. I love to root stuff. I'm not too keen on that rooting bucket though. Got a lot of stuff to root outside. I rooted loads of roses. I was successful on some hydrangeas this year, so I planted one of those around back. Okay, we on now the second one.
The chocolate champion, claiming to be hotter than the Reaper. Who laying down?
Will be put fresh cinnamon in the root tone. Right.
Fresh cinnamon and aloe. They claim aloe works, and we know willow works. Remember, Jeff?
Yeah, you make willow water or willow.
Yeah.
Cut, weeping willow cut up in chunks.
And then what's my herb out here that I'm growing? I want to make some tea out of it use it as like a fertilizer. Oh, what's it called? It has the big old leaves.
Comfrey.
Yeah, my comfrey out here. I'm wanting to, I grow quite a bit of comfrey. I'm wanting to make some tea, but I know you have to let it sit for a long time to break down, and it's supposed to be wonderful for plants. But I'm wanting to do that. I need to get it off before it all went, but I did not get around to it. I wasn't feeling well, I don't think, or something. I think I was sick about that time. Chocolate champion.
Claiming to beat the Reaper.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. That's what they claim. Although I've not heard anything about Guinness putting it down.
Well, I have no clue because I've not eaten a Reaper, and I don't really plan on eating a Reaper, to be honest. Use them and stuff, though. They did that honey really good, didn't it?
Put some in some soap and send it to Rev.
Oh, I could make some hot soap. I wanted to make some muscle rub. Use cayenne, but I never did get around to it.
He's a soap sniffer.
Yeah, he needs to use that soap. That soap's good for his skin.
He's quit sniffing it on the show. It's not a part-time thing.
He may have broke down and used it.
I told him to use it.
I need to make soap. I've got people wanting to that I dread.
Well, the farmer out of Oklahoma said tobacco compost tea kill everything but hornworm. Might not be good for the bees.
Yeah.
So I'll ask him.
Now, what's that? Is that comfrey too?
No.
Okay.
Tobacco.
No, that's why nicotine in that will be good for anything.
Oh, well, I don't want to use anything that's going to hurt the bees.
Yaya is me, said hello.
Hey, Russ. planting seeds. Yeah, we had discussed using tobacco tea because we're growing tobacco. But then we talked about how it might kill off all the beneficials as well as the enemies.
Yeah. Well, as far as the hornworms are concerned, we'll just move them over to their own place.
Well, on one side of the house, we have wasps that infect them.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, nicotine's the main ingredient in most of the insects. A lot of them.
My husband said that nicotine is the main ingredient in a lot of your pesticides that you can buy. Commercial insecticides, yeah.
Rob said, Eliel said, man, you all been screaming for hours.
November?
Not for hours.
I didn't know it.
They do put one up there,
I get to talking about flowers or plants or olive peppers, anything growing.
Real kill bees. Yeah, I figured it might be none of it. I put yellow raw, and these put lady raw, and put the lady raw. I was at the
Yeah, we okay, are you out? Are you out of those? Did you do that bottom one?
Yeah.
Oh. Are you moving this one now? I haven't found your seeds. I'll fill it up.
Said hello to Robert.
How many cells is it?
I don't know.
Let me count.
Go ahead and count them.
Hey,
All right.
I don't know how we're gonna, how am I gonna,
It's 30.
so how am I gonna label them? Is I guess my question.
I don't know, man.
Robert. Yo said I should be in bed, ha ha. Robert put LOL.
Oh, you know how it is, man. You got to plant when you plant.
Yeah, I should be in bed too. Robert, me too. Keep killing me.
Oh, the Zeus. He wants his patents.
Okay.
I got to give the peppers more nutrients. The ones I got growing.
Yeah, you do.
They're hungry.
Have you looked at Rudy today?
Yes.
Is he growing any?
I just dropped a whole bunch of seeds.
Oh,
Yes, it's growing. Why don't you go look at it?
well, it's usually closed up.
It's open. You go look at it. And I told you, you can go in there and open it up and look.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't want
I
to.
ain't gonna bother it. I might cause it something fall over.
No, you won't.
Good.
Scotch. Scorpion. Other. Ghost.
Hey, how I'm gonna name these?
Scorpion.
I might think of some. Yeah, I don't know either. That's the problem.
Ghost.
Jesse, how can I name these?
Scotch bonnet.
Name them.
Other. Ghost.
I don't need it.
Other. Ghost.
Thought about taking a piece of paper
Other.
right there.
Other.
Put the name right there.
Ghost.
You know what I'm talking about?
Scotch. Scotch.
Maybe put some
Scotch.
paper here.
Scotch.
Right
Other.
on that.
Scotch.
Hmm.
Scotch. Other. Other. Scotch. Other. Other. Scotch. Scotch. Scorpion. Other. 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 I don't know where you were putting seeds we'd
In
already
blood.
done.
Got it in blood.
White man and a share.
I guess I'll go get a little piece of pink paper and I'll tape it on there, on the bottom. Right here.
Gotta head out. Take it easy, y'all. Have a great week.
Yep.
What do you think?
You too, man.
That's the only thing I never do.
That's the only thing I know to do.
You get this little piece of paper.
Ghosts
Iris!
We'll be
and
later,
Scotch
y'all.
bonnets. All right, guys, we'll get it done.
Okay. You know where ink pen's at?
Somewhere in the living room. One, two, three, four, five.
I'll put later, I'll put later, y'all.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can do ghosts in that.
Yeah, I need
Although we got 2 packs of chocolate from different people.
yeah, I
So
gotta be able to write it small. That's all I know.
So
That's all I tell you.
technically, we've only got 4 different ones. We got 5 packs. See what I'm saying?
Yes, you want to do ghosts in it?
We can.
Did you ever do Scotch bonnets?
No, they're right there.
I don't know what you're gonna do them in.
I know. There's more of them.
Oh, holy crap!
There's more than 5.
I wish we had another one of those black trays. I'm trying to figure this out.
There's only 3 there's only 3 scorpions that I pulled out of there. There's more, but I think we did them. They're somewhere. I will find them because I just remember them.
What?
Well, if you need to go,
Go. No, don't let yourself get ahead. Go sit down in there, baby, and rest. I can't see it, so. I don't want you getting a headache. You'll start feeling worse. How many of them do I need?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You want that? You don't want it.
You can sit it down somewhere and
You
I'll look
sit it
at it.
somewhere. Oh, I can sit it down. I don't think. I guess if it'll sit there. Well, I hope I can write small enough.
I'm missing some seeds somewhere. I'll have
Really?
to go see if we've planted them.
What are they? Maybe I know. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be ridiculous. Trying to write this a little.
No, we ain't planted them.
Are they in the bag? They may be mixed in with some other seed. What are they?
There they are. They's on the floor.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what am I writing down?
I found them.
Okay, tell me what I'm writing.
So I guess we're doing ghosts.
Okay,
Do you want 10 chocolate ghosts?
I don't know. I don't know. Do you want 10 chocolate ghosts?
Not really,
Okay, then don't do 10 chocolate ghosts.
because we got 2 different packs of chocolate
But how are
ghosts.
you going to go about this? Oh, okay, so how are you going to? See, I can put one over here for these like 3, and then one over here for these 3.
Oh,
I'm putting the name.
I thought we was
Right
doing
here.
6.
You said you only wanted 3 of them.
No, I didn't.
Are we doing ghosts? What are we doing?
Yes, we're doing ghosts.
So how many do you want of the chocolate ghost?
Not 2 rows.
I wasn't going to do 2 rows of
I
any of
asked
them.
you if you want to do 2 rows, and you
I was going to do 1 row of whatever.
you asked me, and I said no,
No,
because we got 2.
I was just going to do 1 row.
See, we got
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. Now I may start 1 or 2 of the other ones and something else. Okay, so it's chocolate ghost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, calling for snow this weekend.
Where?
Will. He's in South Carolina. He's about 2 hours away from us.
For us?
I don't know.
Well, I hope not. I don't want any more.
Where'd we get these ghosts from? Mostly trades. This one we got free. If the camera's picking it up. We got that one free whenever we ordered some other seed. But yeah, the rest of them are trades. I know this one off my hand. This is Josh Levesque. We got them from him. This is a cross, and that's from Rob.
Are you going to be able to tell this? Okay.
We can make it work.
You think?
Yeah.
I hope. 'Cause that's about the best I can do. Okay, what's the next one?
The seed pack on egg carton. Well, the thing about that is we got more seed than what we want to
I'm
plant.
doing that one.
That's peach ghost. So if we plant more seed than we want, and we have a really good germination rate, we'll have more plants than we want.
Where are you putting that?
Where'd you didn't put the chocolate ones
I didn't
anywhere.
have the chocolate. Now I'm just trying to figure out how to label this thing. Unlike the other egg carton things, this one's not as easy. So I'm just kind of sticking it down here
Yeah.
underneath on each, like the egg holder itself, and hope it stays. Oh, I hope it does, because I don't want them to get mixed up. You don't know what I got in a big mystery.
Toothpick and paper tape. Robert says stick a toothpick down in it with
Oh, put the name on the paper tape.
yeah.
I don't think I got any paper tape there. Now what's this? Just ghost.
It's just ghost. What it's named.
I'm trying to cover those so they won't get wet. Or it won't hurt them, if I spritz. Okay, now what's next?
1, 2, 3. The next one right here. It's a lot of work.
Oh my heavens. That on there. I'll try. We'll see. Maybe. Okay. Do my little writing. Oh, I got it. I can spell that. Okay. Is this the ones that I used in the honey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's, yeah, I need to grow some of those. If you can see, I'll just put the names right here. Okay, what's the last?
I don't have the last.
Well, we need a last, so give me something. Give me the rest of your crosses.
I got 2 different ones. Yeah.
Well, give me 3 of each, and I'll put 3 of one type here and 3 of one type here. If you want to do that.
You can do that, or I can find something in the miscellaneous to stick in there.
Okay, go ahead and find something in the
Well, my
miscellaneous.
crosses need to go Scotch bonnets.
Okay, go ahead. Give me a name. Just hold it there. What is that? BB.
Bubble gum's what it means, but it's BBG.
BBG
7.
7.
Yeah.
Yellow. That's Batman's. It didn't want to work out as good. They've been working pretty good for that last one. Wonder if that was. Okay, there you go. Go for it.
Pepperdew. I don't think you got any Pepperdews.
I don't think so. Is that a good one?
I don't know. I
Who
think,
mentioned it?
Robert, I think they pickle them.
Oh,
Speaking of which, I got into some of my pickled peppers today. The green cherry hots, and I ate the whole jar. I put a little bit of sugar in there, and I could taste it, but it wasn't strong at all. It was barely there. But those things were good.
Bubble gum first.
Yep.
PPG.
Everything's pretty.
I think I remember what it looked like.
They got like flower petal looking things on the top.
Oh, yeah, that's the one I love. Yeah. Kind of like a strawberry top. They got that little cap. Like cap. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I like that.
Now we don't have to chat, man.
No. No, I don't want to get sick.
Whew.
I just hope that him going to the neurosurgeon, I'm hoping that they can get him in with the neurologist because it's been this hard for this past year and he's been so sick and lost so much weight and we don't know what's going on and just hard on your nerves.
You alright?
Yeah, just for a little funny. I'm alright.
You can sit down.
I'm alright.
You can sit. There's some chairs.
I'm alright, baby. I don't think I ate anything. It might be returning. I've not eaten.
You probably need to eat something.
No, I've not eaten it today. The sugar might be dropping or something. I finally got everybody else fed and I didn't. I'm about to forget myself. Oh, just twitch. Be right back.
Alright, got them done. Stick them back in the bag. The bag. Phew. Yeah, so is anybody else in the chat doing any peppers anytime soon? I know a couple of y'all said you was.
I think Rob said tomorrow.
Yep, and BD's got to do some.
Yeah,
And Will.
yeah.
Won't y'all, if you don't mind, what kind of peppers y'all gonna be growing? I'm sure some of y'all got lists.
I'm all right.
You just sit down.
I'm all right, baby.
I can do it.
I know you can. I like to supervise though.
Well, supervisors normally sit down. There's a chair
I
right
don't
there.
think I'm gonna hit the floor. Drop one.
Yeah, but I got it. Boy, most of these ghost seeds don't look very good.
They look bad.
There we go, I got them.
Did you get them?
Yep.
All of them?
Well then,
Oh,
I
okay.
still gotta do these two. Sprayer. You want me to help you? Fill it up with some of the good water. No clue. Y'all did that without me.
I think I see it. Water. No, not sure.
We've been getting and using
Yeah, it is.
water that part of the process that it goes through is reverse osmosis. Rob Z actually recommended it, and so far the plants have been loving it. Yeah, we ain't got but one of those seed starting trays, so we have to use whatever we can recycle into a seed starting tray. Yep. Now for these chocolate ones, I got two containers, so I think I'm gonna take half from each one, so that way I'm using both of them, and we'll see in the field whatever best genetics there are is what I'll be collecting from. So hello, you heading off? You heading to bed? That's all right. I got out 3 seeds of those. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Well, you know what? I didn't put anything in that hole. I got carried away. It happens. No, I spilled in a hole. I didn't have nothing in it. When you get to filling them holes, you get carried away. Yeah, I'm interested to see how the ghosts turn out. Not from what I've seen. No, nobody's wrote anything. We'll see what genetics prevail on that. Yep. So that's that on those. Alright, that's that. We'll move that. We'll see what else we got to fill in. Well, that's all the trays we got right now. We got more seed than trays for right now, so quite a few. So I'm getting ready to move back to the living room and we can do a little bit of chit chat. Do a little bit of chit chat, sit down and relax. So what's on the stove is what hasn't been done. I've sorted out the Scotch bonnets, the scorpions, and everything else I put in the envelope. What it has been planted, but it's been sorted.
Okay, now.
And then you got Rob's envelope there, but see like scorpions, Scotch bonnet.
So that's the ones we need to do.
And then everything else. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I need to put these in a separate envelope.
If you
Now,
want
did you
to.
put those hobs or what was
Ghosts.
it? Ghosts in that
Yeah.
envelope? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put those in another envelope.
So yeah, I'm going to move this really quick if I can. There we go. Yeah. He loves getting pettings, don't you? That's our big dog. The big dog. Zeus. Yeah. So let's see. It says we got 9 people on here, but we've only got Will in the chat. Yeah, thanks everybody for the thumbs ups. I know we had quite a few people pop in. Hey, Will. So we finished up. Well, we ran out of containers for the seeds, like cartons and stuff, small cell stuff. So we're gonna have to finish those later. I looked, and the only person I see in the chat is you, but it says we got 9 people watching. So I guess they don't want to chat none. So that's all that's happening right now. Yeah, we finished up for tonight in terms of planting the seeds. Them here in a little bit. Oh, a couple of days, 1 or 2. It just depends on when and how we get everything going. Yep, I was thinking about cups. Right now, she's finishing up misting them and putting them all into the cabinet and see how much space is actually left in the cabinet. And then we'll go from there based on how much space is left, what kind of containers we can use. Which I think those little, I think the little condiment cups would work pretty good. And I know they've got those over. I got those over at Walmart, I think. But I don't know if I would rather use that or do a normal plastic cup. It's just one of those things. In my tent in my room, I don't have any space, and all I've got in there is my crosses and some tobacco. So that's all that I've got going on in there right now, and 1 or 2 straggler plants, but yeah, I just don't have any room to really start seeds because I've got tobacco taking up one side, and then these big pepper plants taking up the other side. I know whenever she gets done, she'll come back in here. The kids are up, supposed to be in bed. I don't know if they're sleeping, but they're supposed to be in bed because they start back school tomorrow. And once they start back school, they have to start going to bed early so they can get up early. And we'll have to see if we do any live streaming with them. It'll have to be pretty early in the day. But they can't wait to start. And hopefully we get loads sprouting in there. And what we haven't finished planting in there, if we can't fit it in there, they can take it in their rooms. And once everything sprouts, we can get it all sorted out. Yeah, these youngins, they don't wanna go to sleep because they're not, well, they've been staying up a little later than usual because of the few lives that we did. But also it's just that going back to school, it has one of those I don't want to do this, I don't want to go type of things because they don't care for school. We're hoping to get them enrolled in online school because we think they'll like that better than where they're currently going. I don't know how the online schools work. They weren't around whenever I was going through, or at least if they were, I didn't know about them. But I figure it's similar to online college. Yeah, I know I gotta go in tomorrow too. But luckily, it won't be too bad. It won't be like theirs. They have to do stuff even if they don't want to do it. Yeah, I'm hoping to eventually have a nice, good, big old pepper patch going. That and a tobacco patch and a tomato patch, watermelon, squash, pumpkins, whole lot of stuff. And I know she's wanting to do cotton. Probably not corn. I don't. If we do any, it won't be much. Corn's one of those things that just doesn't do too well here in the clay. The wind blows it over, and you have to plant a lot of it to get it to really cross good. So that way you get nice big ears all over the place. Yeah, hoping to plant a whole bunch of stuff. Don't have any peanuts, but we've grown peanuts before. They actually grow here. Let's see, I got fruit trees. And if I can find something to spray on them that won't kill the bees, but will kill the worms that get into the fruit, I'll be good to go. Yeah, I've heard of that one. We don't have it. We've got some of the other corns, strawberry popcorn, Indian corn, stuff like that. But nothing really, really good for just eating. And normally around here they do it in, well, some do it in rows, but rows isn't the most efficient way to grow corn. You want to grow it in a nice big patch, so that way you have a better chance of the pollen falling on to where it needs to go to make the ears. Yeah, we got some okra. I don't know. I figure we'll probably grow it. Oh, the dogs. I don't know if y'all hear the dogs barking, but they sleep with innocence and they are protective. They hear anything coming up them steps, they go to barking, which is pretty bad because it wakes them up. But if somebody was to break in, the dogs would protect the children.
Dogs try to eat me.
Yep, they will.
They tried to eat me alive. Over a doodle bug. I was trying to cover her up, and oh my goodness, Sarah trying to grab me.
Will says we can have all the okra. He said he had to pick so much of that last year. He said it sucks to pick.
Yeah, I agree with him. I know. I remember picking it. Yeah, but we used to grow those. They called them field peas, and those things. Every time I'd pick them, I'd end up picking them. His grandfather would have a garden, and I'd end up picking them every year for everybody. And the ants, black ants, tore me up, and not to mention those big old worms, the ones that'll sting you. Yeah. Okay. I feel bad.
Well, it's showing 9 viewers, but the only one in the chat is Will.
Oh. Well, Doodlebug, she was kind of mad because she had to go to bed.
Yeah.
She wanted to be in the chat. And I've got to figure out another spot, Spanky.
No, yeah, we filled that one up.
Yep, you filled my spots up. And that egg crate that I told you I didn't think would work very good, it's not working very good. It acts like it wants to fall apart once you missed it. So I've got to find a box, a little box that it'll fit down in, just to give it a little extra support. So far, I'm liking the egg cartons and the black crate the best. Honestly.
He grew the pink eyes, and they'll stand, but you gotta string them horizontal or they'll lay down on you.
I'll have to figure that out. You just string them. Do you string them like you would hike runner beans? Is that what you're talking about, Will? Like where you put your stakes up, tie strings to the top, and then tie strings down it? I've been wanting to grow half runner beans for a while. You can't go up there. Them little dogs will tear you up over that child. Oh my goodness, they tried to eat me alive. You can't touch one of those kids whenever they're asleep. I'm not joking. Them two dogs, those little ones, they lay with innocence when she's asleep, and they'll bite us.
He said, yeah, row, mark them, and string them across.
Okay. Yeah, I plan on growing them. I'm curious. Now, are they one that you just shell them? Because I know the ones that we grew, you broke, and then you would have some that, you would shell.
He said just keeps them from laying on the ground because they'll take off.
Yeah, I didn't like it laying on the ground last year. Remember, I got just a few seeds from the seed library, and I planted them, and those things went massive, but they just laid over and hung on to the weeds, and then I couldn't pull the weeds out, and it was ridiculous.
He said, yeah. So assuming you just shell them.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he said shell peas.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how long you're going to be on for, Will. But if you want to hop on with us.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
And if you don't want to be live, we can always take it off. I wouldn't mind talking with you. It's quicker than chat.
Yeah, I have trouble with chat because of the typing part.
I have trouble reading it.
I have trouble typing it. I always misspell everything, and then autocorrect makes it worse sometimes than it was to begin with. My head's pissed.
You need to take some medicine for that.
Yeah, I probably have to. I'm trying to avoid it. I don't want to have to take any if I don't have to.
Yeah, but then you don't take it and then it gets worse.
I know. And then I end up sick. I'm stiff on something.
All right, well, we didn't know. That's fine, man. I get you. Well, I guess we're going to get ready to get off of here for tonight. I don't know when we'll be back on, but that'll be all right. Yep, you have a great night too, Will.
Good night. Thanks for coming on there.
Yep. Thanks everybody for coming
Yeah.
on. Everybody we have left, and
We appreciate it.
yep. Sorry we couldn't read the chat good.
And love all the info we can get because we're new to a lot of the stuff. A lot of those peppers,
Yep.
especially. And if I come across any of that seed, Will, I'll send you some.